So we have a relationship with two parasites in cancer, Clostridium bacteria
Yes.
and the Fasciolopsis parasite, which you call the fluke. How did we
Yes.
get that?
The Fasciolopsis larval parasite belongs to the malignant development. The Clostridium belongs to the premalignant or tumor growth part of the whole process. How do we get them? That has been the subject of my research and what's in the Advanced Cancer book, of course. We eat Clostridium bacteria because they're everywhere in dirt, but we don't get sick from eating Clostridium in dirt. We eat a common little parasite in dirt called rabbit fluke. It has a scientific name too. And that rabbit fluke brings in Clostridium, sort of like the Trojan horse brought in soldiers. They are within. So after eating rabbit fluke with nearly all the food that you think is perfectly safe.
Carrots? Root vegetables?
Raw carrots, yes. Even cooked carrots, yes. Because this parasite, the rabbit fluke, does not get killed by boiling temperatures. We test all the food for our patients for 3 molds: zearalenone, patulin, and aflatoxin. I see those molds, that is the mycotoxins that they make, not the mold, growing mold itself. But the mycotoxins they make are dreadfully toxic, and I always see them in cancer patients, right in the tumor. I'm not sure what the significance of that is, but when you find it's a common denominator for tumors, it does make you think it's important.
And where does the patulin mold come from?
Patulin is found in other fruits and plant materials too, but apples is where we get most of it. You can hardly peel an apple without seeing some mold under the peeling, and that will have patulin in it.
Is that what we see in the brown spot?
Yes, that's what the brown spot is. It isn't really a brown spot, it's a moldy spot.
How do you suggest we prepare our fruit, and how should we eat it?
Mostly don't eat it. Peel those fruits. Peel the potatoes, peel the apples, peel the pears, peel the peaches, peel everything, and then you'll be astounded at what you have been eating.
What's your concern with the relationship with the pet and the sick patient?
Pet dander and pet saliva and pet filth gets into everything in the room. I have tested dust from the room of a home where there was a pet, let's say just a cat, much as I love cats, or a dog, and there are ascaris eggs everywhere and tapeworm eggs everywhere, on the tabletop, on the kitchen counter, on the chairs, anywhere you want to take a dust sample. And why wouldn't there be? Our dander is everywhere, and our germs are everywhere. Why wouldn't theirs be?
And what do these two parasites do to the body?
They are very injurious. Ascaris does some of the most damaging things to us, causes our seizures, causes our very many brain disorders.
About 3 or 4 years ago, I guess it was 4 years ago, Lisa started having seizures. The seizures were, they covered pretty much a wide range of different types of seizures. They covered different areas of her body, which to the doctors basically indicated a non-epileptic seizure. She went through EEG, several different doctors. Anyways, I was referred to Dr. Clark. This is when I actually initially heard of her. And treatment she used for seizures, which was black walnut. We tried her on the black walnut after not wanting her to go on other drugs for negative side effects, and the black walnut worked, so we kept her on that.
And when you started taking the black walnut, did you instantly get results?
About 5 days later, my seizures stopped. I'll have one now at once, maybe every 2 months.
So now you're a clinical dietitian.
Yes, now I work with my husband in his office, and we follow Dr. Clark's protocol.
So all the way over here in Italy, you're following Dr. Clark's protocol. Why are you using her specific protocol?
Well, we've used a lot of protocols. My husband is doing orthomolecular medicine here in Italy. He's the president of the International Association for Orthomolecular Medicine here. And we've seen many kind of medicines. He knows Ayurvedic medicine, Tibetan medicine, and vitamins, minerals, amino acids, of course, all those kind of things. Vitamin C from Linus Pauling teachings and everything. And lately we've discovered Dr. Clark's protocol, and we've seen that it's very, very effective.
We are helping people to heal by cancer. Yes, we have several people utilizing the principle by Dr. Hulda Clark, the black walnut, the vitamin C, the antioxidation, and the alkalinity diet, the alkalizing diet. And we have found very good results. And people, you know, when you increase the level of electron inside the cell, when you stabilize the cell with the proper fatty acids, when you teach the people how to get better, just avoiding the old mistakes, cancer is no more necessary.
What have you seen so far with working with cancer patients and Dr. Clark's formulas?
Great results, great recoveries, and I can say it because I'm not a medical doctor with my husband, as my husband is, so I can be more sincere with you. And because, you know, medical doctors also in Italy, they have to stay aware of the government.
So is there a legal problem with saying that you actually cure cancer?
Yes, of course there is. Yes, you cannot say you cure cancer. He was called by the government once, and they told him, you know, Dr. Pamphili, you're very famous, but you must watch out because you cannot say that you cure cancer. And he said, but I never did. But they told him, but there is some patients of you going around saying they've been cured, they were sick and now they healed, so how is it possible? So he said, they said it, I didn't say it, I mean, that's possible. Okay, but you know, the work of a doctor is more of a writing work, you know, you have to prescribe, you don't have to go on alternative medicine, you don't have to look so far, just, you know, prescribe drugs, don't worry.
For those people that are obviously going to be your critics because you use a very powerful word in your book, in the title to your new book, cure to all advanced stages of cancer.
Yes.
Perhaps you could elaborate on the word cure and help us to understand why you've chosen such a powerful word.
The word cure is an accurate word. I chose it because it was the correct description of what I was pursuing.
So now for those people that have cancer, we're in the second week of the healing process, heading for the third week. We've rounded the corner. You must be excited at this part in the healing process when you're getting to work with the patient. What do you see?
At the end of the first week, we have cleaned up the tissues so thoroughly that we can afford to try to open the tumors. You see, what's in the tumor is still everything that you got out of the rest of your tissues. You may have gotten rid of all the parasites, all the bacteria, all the heavy metals, plasticizers, solvents, everything you have cleaned up in the first week. But it's all still there in the tumors.
Is it your suggestion then that you've already stopped the malignancy so the cancer can't now kill you?
Oh, we do that in the first day.
In the first day?
Yes, we just give a large dose of green black walnut hull.
And what does that do?
That kills the stages, larval stages of the Fasciolopsis parasite called the intestinal fluke.
And that's the only single thing that causes malignancy?
That is the only thing that I have found so far over 5 years of studying possibly 2,000 to 3,000 patients.
All cancer?
Yes.
So
there may be other things, and other scientists can search for them, but I haven't found them.
Why have no other researchers found this?
They haven't looked.